I'd be like, oh my god, shut up. Hello everyone and welcome to a brand new episode of Letting a Wheel Pick My Crafts. And honestly, for some reason today, I feel confident. I feel like the wheel's gonna be nice to us. I don't know, there must be something in the air. I just genuinely feel like I'm gonna get some really nice choices today. I hope so. I feel like the past couple of these episodes, I've just had like really weird, very difficult, unusual combinations. I'm wanting something
easy breezy, beautiful cover girl.
But the power's out of my hands. Let's find out what I'm gonna be making and spin that wheel. Oh, also I've just realised I can't zoom yours out. I'm still waiting. I need a wide lens for this camera, so I've only got a thingy one. This is as far as it zooms out, I think. Yeah, it only zooms in. You're not gonna see the wheel. I'm gonna have to push the camera back. Do it the manual way. Okay, come on. Something nice, please. Ooh, my choice. Oh, well, I'm getting spoiled today. My choice. Oh my god. Well, I get to decide how hard or easy I want it to do. That sounded really naughty.
Yeah, spank me.
Sounded like porn, didn't it? How hard or easy I want it. So disgusting.
Slut.
And I know whenever it's landed on my choice before, I've always picked what it is that I'm making before I spin the other wheels. But this time I'm not going to. Don't know whether that's cheating. Also don't care. Well, I make the rules, so I say it's not cheating. But let's find out what this mystery random thing has to be made out of and spin that wheel. Oh, why? Why? I swear, I feel like I get foam a lot. I'm sure I've had foam about 3 times. And I don't know how many episodes this is, but it feels like foam comes up a lot. Right, I don't know what I'm going to make then. And let's find out if I can use any other materials that isn't foam. And obviously I would like yes. I would very, very much like yes by spinning that wheel. I feel like I've had yes the past 3 episodes, so I'm hoping that momentum's going to keep going. Oh, I swear to God, I proper jinxed that, didn't I? I think every other time I've used foam, it's landed on yes, and I was allowed to decorate it and add other stuff. This time I can't. I don't know what the hell I'm making. That's going to be so ugly, whatever it is I make. And finally, let's find out what my budget's going to be for this random foam object and spin that wheel. Top budget, please. I want 65. That's what I want. Please. Go on, give us an extra £5. Oh, no. Okay, that's fine. £20, I think I can work with that for what I'm kind of thinking. I've got an idea. Let me just quickly Google what I want.
I know what I want.
And then I'll be able to decide if I'm going to be able to use it.
Yeah, take that shit.
I think I might get away with this. I've got an idea. All is not lost. I feel like I can make something look half decent. And I'm not going to tell you what I'm going to be making just yet. You'll have to wait till part 2, which will be coming literally any second now. But let me know what you would make in the comments at this point. You have to make something out of foam, you've got a £20 budget, and you're not allowed to use anything else. And then we'll see if our ideas have matched up. I don't think they're going to, because I'm thinking very outside the box, and I feel like I'm going to cheat a little bit, but I'm not bothered. It's my series. I can cheat as much as I want.
You selfish bitch!
And I'm finally back and ready to create something for me. And obviously in the first part of this video, I was talking about cheating or just like stretching the rules a little bit. So my idea for this is I want to make some kind of gauntlets or like cuffs or something out of foam clay. Technically, it's got the word foam in it. I'm thinking this is acceptable. I think it's only stretching the rules slightly. And if you remember when I made the video about using foam clay and I absolutely loved it, I was like, I have to do it again. And also, I've bought a pack, which was in budget, and they're all in different colours, so I don't need to decorate it since I didn't get the option to kind of paint or decorate it or anything. I'm gonna have to clean these glasses as well. They're absolutely filthy. I can't see anything. I always find now when I take my glasses off, my eyes just shrink. There's like, and out of all the new glasses I've bought, because I know I've been like talking about my new glasses, these clear ones are the only ones that get absolutely filthy. All my other ones are quite fine actually, they don't really get that dirty, but these clear ones, I don't know what it is with them, but even when I clean them, seconds later they're just dirty again. I don't understand how glasses get so dirty, especially when you don't even touch them. I think it's just like greasy forehead juice, and I have a lot of greasy forehead juice. Not bragging or anything like that, but I'm just saying. Ah, that's better, I can see. Okay, let's get into this little pack of foam clay. layers. I'm proper excited about this, you know. I feel like I've managed to turn it around because I was so just like underwhelmed when it obviously landed on foam because I've had it so many times. But now I get to use foam clay. And that's very exciting for us. Which colours to go for? I'm spoilt for choice. Well, if I'm making a gauntlet, I don't think in each of these pots I'm gonna have enough to make the same colour, like for each arm, the base. So I might do one black, one white, because I feel like that goes together, and then decorate it with colours. And if you never saw my original video on using foam clay, I'll put a little link in the corner if you want to watch it. Super, super cool stuff. I'm not gonna like fangirl over it too much. I've done enough fangirling.
Spank me again, you bad boy.
See, the wheel tried to trick us by not letting us add any colour or any decorations or anything, and I was like, no, I'll work around that. I'll start off with the black one first. Oh, I don't know, actually, you get quite a lot in here. I still don't think there'll be enough for two. We kind of mould it around my arm. I might need a rolling pin, actually. This'll make it a bit easier. Oh, see, can you see what I mean? How cool is this gonna look? I can't remember how hard this material got. I think I can go a bit longer. I'm pretty sure it was quite flexible. Oh my god, stylish. Ooh, sexy. I think that's a good enough shade. Just tidy it up a little bit. Trim some of this excess off. Also, how crazy would it be when I said to comment what yous would make if someone actually said they were going to make foam gauntlets? Because I feel like that's a very obscure thing to think of. I don't know how long they should be. How much should they wrap around my arm? Do you think a bit more? I think just a tiny bit more. Okay, so I'm gonna just put you to one side for now and I'll move on to the white one. I could do with something to rest this on, like an arm shape. I don't have a mould of my arm, unfortunately. Something cylindrical, like a Pringles tube. Oh, I might just use a spray paint can. We'll keep it like that. Okay, and do the exact same thing with the white one. Okay, and there's the white one done. I feel proper sexy in these, you know. I think these are gonna look really nice. I know it just looks like, I don't know, a pancake or a wrap. You know, like a sandwich wrap. That just looks like a sandwich wrap on my arm. Once I've got some decoration on this, it's gonna look well cool. Right, spray paint can. Okay, so I'll just put that one to one side for now as well. And then we'll get the black one back. And now I think I want to add spikes to both of these. And I'm gonna do different colours. So I want the lighter colours on this one. So this like very neon green, pink, very kind of toxic yellow. We'll go for this other yellow as well, like a warm yellow. And we'll stick to the dark blue, the kind of orangey colour, red, and purple. We'll use them ones for the white one. I'm just hoping the spikes will actually stick onto this without it needing glue, but I might potentially need to glue them on. Right, to make some spikes, I just want to grab a little bit of foam and just kind of like, I don't know, play around with it and see if I can make some sort of spike. I think they're not going to be obviously very pointy spikes. They're going to almost look like a jelly tot. I feel like that's what they're gonna look like. They're not gonna intimidate anyone.
Let's do this, you punk bitch!
Something like that. How cute. Looks almost like a little Christmas tree. Obviously, I'm not gonna be able to get them all the same size and all the same shape. It'll be absolutely impossible because this is a handmade premium product. Artisanal. That's what it is. It's an artisanal gauntlet.
Oh la la!
And then I'm just wanting to kind of stick these here if I can. Is that gonna... Oh, you're gonna attach perfectly, aren't you? It's all coming together. I love it. I absolutely love it when my ideas like actually work. But sometimes I feel like I have a habit of like experimenting and pissing about and stuff, and it doesn't always go to plan. But this one, and other ones as well, sometimes it happens, other times it just goes to plan, and it's just so satisfying. It's a very satisfying feeling.
I'm gonna come.
And I don't want these in any particular pattern. I want it just very kind of random because I want them to look just like, I don't know, super funky and cool. To be fair, I'm surprised I'm doing this well because it's quite early. Well, it's not early in the morning. It's just turned 10 o'clock. I was at work yesterday and like I'd had a week off work, so I was used to getting up at, you know, like 7, half 7, having a little bit of a lie-in. And yesterday I got up at 5:30. First time I got up at 5:30 in over a week, and I had to rake myself out of bed. I was absolutely shattered. It's just like 5:30. 5:30 shouldn't exist. 5:30 in the morning. No one should be up at 5:30 in the morning. It's just, it's not fair. You can't do anything. And that's why I'm kind of happy I'm not not in a relationship or anything, because imagine like waking up at 5:30 and having a partner try to talk to you about stuff at that time in the morning. I'd be like, oh my god, shut up, like I'm not interested. Because you do get some people, don't you, who are like proper morning people and just like to chatter, and I'm like, no, I haven't had my third coffee yet, don't talk to us. Once I've had my third coffee, then we might potentially have a little chat, but nothing before that. It's weird though, because like I'm not a morning person and I'm also not a late night person. I feel like I have a very specific time slot. So between 10 and 2 during the morning and the afternoon, that's the perfect time for me to do things and to get me to do stuff and all that kind of whatever, and to talk to me and everything. Anything before or past that, I'm just like, no, it's either too late or too early. Can't be bothered.
Leave me alone.
I think I would get dodgy looks if I actually wore this out in public, but, well, there'd be looks of jealousy, that's what it would be. Not looks of what the f*** are you wearing? Also, I thought these spikes would be quite hard to make. They're not. They're very, very easy. It's such an easy material to manipulate and have fun with. I absolutely love it. Not sponsored by foam clay, but I would highly recommend you get some just to have a little play with. Okay, pink one's done. Let's move on to this very toxic yellow. And also as well, apparently, when I was looking online for foam clay, this stuff, the brand that I'm using, it's quite textured and it's got like the little lumpy bits, which I actually really enjoy. You can get other brands that have like very smooth, just kind of like a clay finish if you were interested, if the little dots kind of put you off. But I like the texture of it. I remember at first I was a bit kind of weirded out because I wasn't expecting it to be dotty, and I thought potentially you would be able to kind of knead the dots out, but you can't. But I really like the texture. It just adds a little bit of interest. And now we'll move on to a more of a kind of orangey yellow colour. I am getting slightly concerned that these might not fit us in the end, because if we see there, it's kind of, I don't know, bagging down a bit. But the good thing about this stuff is if it doesn't fit us or anything, I can easily just chop it and make some like bracelets or some smaller gauntlets. There's always a plan B or potentially a plan C. Alright, I'm running out of space. Where the hell can I put this one? Oh my god, look at that on camera. Doesn't that look so cool? It almost looks like kind of like a plushie toy or something, doesn't it? I swear down, if these fit me and they fit me well, I am going to be proper chuffed. Look at that. That's so cool. I absolutely love it. But I'll put this one to one side and we're going to speed through the white one using a very different colour combination, and then hopefully we'll have two gorgeous gauntlets. Okay, I finally finished making the white one, and I don't know which one I prefer. To be fair, I think I prefer the black one, but I like them both. Like, just look how crazy they are. I've had a little bit of a dangler there, but I'm going to try and fix that. But how cool are those? They're both very different, but also they go together, don't they? I think they're super, super fun. Absolutely love them. So I'm going to insert a video of Future Ant with these foam clay gauntlets, because I don't know how long it's going to take to dry. So here's the video. Oh, I thank you, past Ant. It's Future Ant here. Hello. I'm not showing my face because I've been for a run and I look rotten. And I've had a couple of issues with these gauntlets because obviously I wanted them to set on the spray cans so they would dry in the shape of my arm so I could just kind of clip them on, and they started to fall apart. Everything just started to kind of slop down and move. So I eventually had to take them off the spray cans and dry them flat, which is why they now look like this. Little spiky pancake things. Now they could obviously still be gauntlets if I wanted them to be. They're very flexible, they're very cute. Just look how stylish they are. But they would need some sort of like ribbon or string or something to go through them, and I would have to like cut some holes and stuff, but they could definitely be wearable. Unfortunately, I'm not allowed to. That's against the rules unless I made some string out of foam clay, which I'm not going to. But how cool is that? And then the little black one here as well, which is a little bit trickier to put on because it's smaller. Oops. But like imagine them on my arms if they were like properly tied off, and just, I think this would be just a nice little accessory. It's given very cosplay vibes. I think you could do a lot of different things and kind of make different accessories for whatever costume you're making. And it has shrunk down a bit. The colour's gone a little bit more dull than it was when it was wet, but they are so light. They are so light and so flexible. It's super, super practical and just, I don't know, proper handy. When this episode's over, I'm going to add string to these so I can officially wear them. I'm not allowed to in this video because it's definitely against the rules, but then after, there's absolutely no rules, is there? So I can do what I want. And I'm sure they looked absolutely amazing. So I think that just about does it for today's episode of Letting a Wheel Pick My Crafts. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up. But I'll see you next week for a brand new video. I really hope these do look good. I'm going to have to find somewhere to put these on because they're looking, I don't think a spray paint can was right. And I can't walk around with them on my arms the entire time, can I? This is tricky. I haven't really thought this far ahead. ahead. I should have really thought this far ahead. I'll find something. I've got so much crap in the studio. I'll figure something out.